welcome to the pre-event press conference here at the Batco 6 Hours of Bahrain. Today we've got a special selection of guests for us. We've got from left to right, George Howard Chapel, Ford GT Programme Manager. Thank you for your time, George. We've got Paul Howard, the Team Principal of Aston Martin Racing. Hello, Paul. Dr. Wolfgang Ulrich from Audi Sport, Head of Audi Motorsport. And we have Fritz Enzinger, who is the Vice President of Porsche LMP1. Toshio Sato, who is the Team President of Toyota Gazoo Racing. Welcome to you, Sato-san. And we have Ferdinando Canizzo, the Ferrari GT Project Manager. So thank you, gentlemen, very much for your time this evening. And if I can start with Dr. Ulrich. Dr. Ulrich, this is the last race for Audi in endurance racing. It's obviously going to be a very emotional weekend for you, a big weekend. But looking back on 2016, the first for the new generation of R18, give us a summary and evaluation of the season so far from your perspective.
Yeah, for sure it is a very special weekend after so many years constantly being in endurance racing with sport prototypes. It's a very tough cut for everybody, but we try to keep the heads up and make a good race weekend out of that. So the farewell should hopefully be a good one. The season, I have to say we won a race where we have been the slowest, and we didn't win the races where we've been quick. There is something to think about that, but it's racing. Before Le Mans, when the season started, I think we had quite a competitive car. We also thought that Le Mans would be a chance to go there for a victory, but honestly said it was not possible. We did not have, first point, really enough performance to go for a victory, and the second thing is our cars have not been reliable, which was something, which is completely untypical for us. But it was just the case, so we couldn't go for that race at all. After Le Mans, we did quite some steps with the car and the bodywork for the second part of the season, and I think the car was very, very competitive from the very beginning. But again, in most of the races we had some issues that took away the chance for winning, and I have to say we also struggled a little bit with having bad luck with space cars, being forced to be in the pits earlier than the others, and exactly in this moment things happened that gave the others a chance to do the same like us, but with much less time. And as tough as the competition was, because I think it was the toughest season from competitiveness of our competitors, it was just no place to be somewhere lacking 2 seconds. If you have that problem, you will not be fighting for victory. I enjoyed very much how intense and how close the racing was. I think it shows that the WEC basically found a way to bring 3 completely different car concepts so close together that each one, at least from the performance-wise, has a chance to win the races. We couldn't do it. Unfortunately, we had no chance to make it better next year, which normally would be our goal immediately. But we try to make a good race weekend here in Bahrain, make a good final. That's all we can do. The rest is learn and make it better, whatever we do in the future.
And of course, you were completely instrumental in the decision to get Audi into endurance racing back in the late 90s, Dr. Ulrich. What are the key milestones and memories that you'll take away from Bahrain this weekend with that fabulous 17, 18-year history?
I mean, at the end I have to say the most impressive thing for me personally is that during this period of time there have been growing somehow a family of endurance racing, and some of the people are there since the very beginning, some came in, but many of them had always the spirit of endurance racing, loving sport prototypes and loving to find rule books to give good championships. It all happened around Le Mans, it all happened with the support of the ACO, and when then FIE joined us and the WEC was born. Basically what I've been pushing for since 2000 to get a world championship started now to become reality. Difficult was that in the very first year it looked as if we couldn't make it, but then pushing everything together, we made it, and I think what came out of that is something very special. From Audi's side, I have to say, the first victory in Le Mans still remains something very special in my mind, and the second big step was when we made it happen with the diesel car, because I think this was really a big technological adventure, and many people thought it's not possible to do that. The biggest negative thing is the accident of Michele Valvoleto, because that's something motorsport does not need. It was really a drama, and it was tough for all to swallow that, because as all the drivers and all the team members, he was a really close part of the family, and we missed him not only as a race driver, we missed him as a person. Positive thing at the very end, again, is the competitiveness of the championship this year, because for me this was on the highest level through all the years.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ulrich, for his terrific words and memories of a fantastic and epoch-defining period in endurance racing. Thank you. And moving over to Fritz Enzinger. It's been another tremendous season for Porsche LMP. Fritz sealing the championship, the manufacturers' championship in Shanghai a couple of weeks ago, and now going after the drivers' championship. Just through your eyes, give us a view on the 2016 campaign from the Porsche team.
Yeah, first of all, sorry, I can talk just 3 years, not how many years was there? No, more than 20. So I can talk just the last 3 years. And this year, I think it was really a great year again. So first of all, we can win the Le Mans. We 6 wins, I think, in 8 races. And in Shanghai was perfect. We can fix the championship, the manufacturer championship. So last year, our goal to this year was we can defend the titles. Maybe we come with a competitive car to Le Mans. And so now we are on the last weekend, and we have the possibility we can defend the driver championship. So I think it was really a great year, and this is for me a possibility saying thank you to the great team, the team spirit of Porsche. I think this is one advantage we are so successful.
We know Porsche never rests on its laurels. Fritz, you're always thinking about tomorrow. Tell us what's happening back at the factory in preparation for 2017 and going for a third, a hat-trick of titles in the WEC next year.
Yeah, so it is the same year, same procedure. We check all and development all the components. So next year is different. We have just 2 aerodynamics packages. So it is one less. Our plan is we have with the new car, with the car for 2017, a test in December. I think we are on the right way. The next step is, for me it's important to, after the first test in December, so we have more than 200 people, so all these people can go on holiday. So it is, when you have the season, the people is working in a workshop and on a test. So important is we have 2 weeks after Christmas free, and we started in beginning of January with the first 30-hour test.
Thank you very much, Fritz, and we'll look forward to that campaign in 2017. And moving over to Sato-san, great to see you. Thank you for your time. It's the culmination of the first season of your new LMP1 car here in Bahrain. Give us an appraisal of how the campaign has gone for you, Toshio.
Yeah, so this year, so there are several highlights. That our win in Fuji and strong performance in Super and Le Mans. So we had a very disappointment to the end of the race, but our team was able to recover quickly. So we had a bit struggling in Nürburgring with our high downforce package, but we are able to improve, and then we got good race pace and was ready for Fuji. overall, so we are very happy to be back in front and fighting. So as we expected, so with all new TS010. So, but we are missing a bit, so reliability. So in the beginning of the season, but I think so our direction is correct, and we can improve more.
Next season will obviously be a very important one for Toyota Gazoo Racing. What can we expect from the combined powers that you have from Cologne and in Japan also?
Yeah, so our main target is to remain same to win in Duman. So we will update our TS050 hybrid to put ourselves in so stronger position in 2017. So currently, so we are developing in Cologne and so in Higashifuji in Japan. So at the first throttle. So then we start to test. So busy pre-season test from January next year. So we are actually very started to fight without Audi next season. So but we try our best to make another good car and show good competition and exciting race. So we can do it together with Porsche team.